Greetings and good Monday morning to you. Welcome to Viewattitudes in the morning. That's the show where we start your day with a particularly different view that might sometimes impact your attitudes. That's why we call it Viewattitudes, and I am Victor Irving Jenkins, coming to you live right now from Sacramento, California. This morning, we'd like to talk a bit about the power to believe and some other different aspects of believing. From time to time, we are all met with the time when someone told us something, or someone read something to us, or we got wind of some information and we acted on it, and it turned out it just wasn't the right thing to do. Now, even though most of us, we understand that nobody is to blame, we understand that no one wants to take blame, well, we also believe that if someone tells us a lie, that the person who told us the lie is the one at fault. Well, this morning, I'm here to tell you that nothing is anybody else's fault because you have the power to believe. As an individual, you have the power to believe, and what you act on depends on what you believe. What you believe powers your life, and what you believe is up to you. Now, what you believe actually is dependent upon the thoughts that you already hold. If you already believe that the world is against you, it's not going to take very much for someone to convince you that the world is against you by something that comes out of their mouth. It's not going to take very much for you to validate something that you read that the world is against you. And it's particular too. It is specific. Yours and mine are different. Just like you and I are different, what we believe is different. I was hearing a story the other day that Les Brown told. Les Brown was driving along, minding his own business, listening to the radio. He was listening to one of the fire and brimstone preachers on the radio. Now, Les Brown has a particular idea, a particular attitude, a view, attitude, if you will, about preachers and how they go on. The man was talking about selling some prayer cloths, and he had testimony after testimony. Someone says, I had a headache, and I bought one of these prayer cloths, and I put the cloth on my head, and I'm telling you, my headache was gone. Someone else said, I hurt my ankle. I took a prayer cloth, and I put it on my ankle, and I'm telling you, it was just so wonderful. And the man came on and says, you know, I had prostate trouble, and I bought one of these prayer cloths, and my prostate value is way down low now. Thank you, Jesus. Well, as they were talking about all those other things, it didn't really speak to Les Brown, because Les Brown wasn't interested in those things. But at the time, Les Brown was battling with prostate cancer. So when the man said prostate cancer, Les Brown says he pulled over and he called them up and he sent them a check and told them to send him a prayer blanket. Now see, Les Brown, as famous as he is, as sharp as he is, he's still subject to the idea about what to believe, just like the rest of us. Now, lest you want to put any emphasis on what someone tells you because of who they are, I'd like for you to consider something else. If you were in the front of a room, say you're standing behind a lectern giving a talk, and you were to just say that there's somebody out there that has a headache, some people will raise their hand. If you say that there's someone out there that's dealing with a problem, someone out there would raise their hand. Now, if you're the person that's oriented to your particular situation and you have a headache or you have a problem that you're dealing with and the person says that, you might think, wow, that person is really sharp. They really know their stuff. And then you'll decide to believe that person and you will act based on what the person says. Now, if the result is something that you like, if the result is something that you want, then you're going to be excited about it and you're going to continue to extol the virtues of that particular individual. We look at those individuals as leaders. We think of those individuals as leaders. At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, you too are a leader. I am a leader. And where we're in the front of the room, faced with a crowd of people, we could simply say things at random as well, and there'll be somebody that it'll relate to. Like I'm sitting here right now, and I can tell you that there's somebody in the world that's right now potentially thinking about giving it all up, about packing it all in. And if that person's not you, then that won't mean anything to you. But to the person who it is, it's going to pierce them right in the heart, and they're going to be so glad for the information. So I'm saying Merry Christmas to you on this December 2nd. I'm saying have a great day on this December 2nd. I'm saying that you cannot afford to lose today on this December 2nd. And I'm telling you that you were born to win. Just like Les Brown has said on numerous times, there is greatness within you. So enjoy your uniqueness, bask in your uniqueness, and take a hold, take authority on what you choose to believe. And as I said earlier, what you end up believing is very closely associated with what you believe already. So garner your mind, build up yourself, consistently make good declarations to yourself. And as you make those good declarations to yourself, other people, as they begin to speak to you, it'll reinforce the good that you already think about yourself. Well, that's my View Attitudes for this morning. If this has benefited you, we'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below. Give us your thoughts below. And tune in tomorrow morning once again for View Attitudes in the Morning with Victor Irving Jenkins. Bye for now.